There we go. Now maybe you're on the gaming YouTubes. Wolf is what no Leninism does to a motherfucker. It's true. So I forgot to hit record, so if you're watching this on YouTube, I walked from the water where I landed to over here. Yeah, I mean, that's what I say. He's like a trot, or... I couldn't ever tell if he was like a left comm or a trot. Left comm, or like, sometimes you hear them called ultras. They're the ones who think that, like, you just sit around with your arms folded, waiting for imperialism to, like, conquer everywhere, and, like, win... And like win, and then somehow that turns into socialism or a global revolution. I don't know. I don't understand it. Trotskyism seems like it sounds... It does sound very similar to Trotskyism, though, doesn't it? Julia, welcome, welcome. They also don't consider, like, left comms, like, same as Trotskyists, they don't consider the USSR to be, like, an example of actually existing socialism as well. Oh god, I'm being mobbed by these guys. Oh, I have no weapon. Okay, wait, what do we use here? Rusty longsword, this seems as good as anything. There's one gone. Okay, last one left. Your shit breaks so fast in this one. There, and that broke my sword. I broke 2 swords fighting those dudes. That's ridiculous. I never met a trot who didn't immediately turn out to be racist against Korea. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. I mean, Trotskyists are racist. The thing is, it's Trotskyism that's based on, like, racism is the problem. I've talked about that before. Even, like, the source of Trotsky is actually not even just racism, but specifically Orientalist racism. Is literally what that's the origin of Trotskyism. I'm not even joking. Like, he tries to muddy it with, like, all of this, like, being the real Lenin and, like, the actual successor to Leninism and all of this other stuff. But the real problem that he had with, like, with Stalin even was, and I talk about this all the time, is that he really thought, when you look at his actual writing, he really thought that Western... Like, the Western Russians, who he considered to be more civilized and less from the peasant class, he really thought that they should be the ones who, for sure, led the revolution. And he tried to disguise this with, like, saying, no, he's just talking the peasant class. But he also just was like that towards working class, colonized people as well. And he would even refer to them as being, like, Asiatic. Like Stalin, for example. He referred to Stalin like that multiple times. And said the peasant class is from... is from the same... that same type of, like, place. And therefore needs, like, the civilized Russians to lead the revolution. That's what he was doing. He just tries to, like, disguise it like any racist does, you know? That's what racists do. They try and disguise it and justify it behind other shit. Like, oh, well, they tend to go towards the peasantry, and they're therefore apologetic towards private markets and things like this, right? Like we were reading. You'll see some of that when we read more of the Stalin book today, probably. I see all kinds of shrines around me. Well, of course. I mean, actually, that's not true. That's not true. There has been a successful Trot revolution. It's called the overthrow of the USSR. And it was Trotskyists working within the party since the days of Trotsky, and even before, we talk about in that book. It is for Trotskyism because Trotsky can never lead a revolution. Right? This is the thing. Trotskyism can never, ever, ever lead a revolution. Because the function of Trotskyism is always, without exception, counter-revolution. So therefore, for Trotskyism to be successful, it means to either stop revolution or to turn back revolution. Which it did in USSR. Like I said, there's those Trotskyist forces even before Trotsky. They obviously weren't Trotskyists, but they had the same ideological foundation in, like, Bakurin. And then Trotsky picks up that mantle, and then Khrushchev picks up that mantle afterwards. Yeah, because they all... Well, the common thread, like, that's why... And that's what I'm saying, right? Convolulo, sorry. Like, because they all have that same, supremacist, that same whatever bias, this is exactly why they all are similar. Left comm, Trotskyism, whatever. That's why they all are very similar ideologies. Like, it's even sometimes hard to tell. There's, like, minute differences. Is because they're all on this basis of rejecting scientific socialism for reactionary racist nonsense and chauvinism. Hey, you, where have you been? It's Robbie. This is Robbie. Don't answer that. Tell me later. For now, you should hurry and go talk to Pura. She's been in a tizzy ever since you and the princess disappeared. She's in the building with the telescope on the second floor. Go see her and give her some peace of mind, will ya? Alright. Yeah, individualism is a poison. And this is why Kim Jong-il talks about the fact that, like, yes, of course, the material basis creates the conditions for us to be able to, like, build socialist revolution. Nobody who espouses Juche would ever deny that. That's, of course, true. However, what we have to understand is that the actual thing that, like, that determines revolution or not, even more than, like, the material conditions per se, in the way that lots of people use them. Scientifically, of course, the material conditions allow for the socialist consciousness to be possible. But the way people use that word is like, oh, well, you know, we can't have revolutions here because the material conditions just aren't right. It's like, Jesus, fucking Korea was able to have a successful revolution where it had, like, two imperialist powers on top of its neck. It was a focal point of where the US wanted to take over and control, like, the world from, right? So this was the thing that sort of, like, this is the one thing where Juche proves to be more accurate than even Leninism. Where Lenin says, of course, that revolution will break out where the chain of imperialism is the weakest, Juche says that's not always the case. While the chain of imperialism being weak can make for more favorable conditions of revolution, revolution breaks out where revolutionary consciousness is sufficiently built up enough to have revolution take place. And certain factors, like, you know, war or invasion or whatever, can have the effect of raising class consciousness further and pushing people towards having a better scientific socialist understanding out of, you know, necessity of survival. But it is still the consciousness that determines revolution. And that's why, really, what we fight against, right, is not just capitalism. Because think about it, when capitalism is eradicated in a country, does that mean that the revolution is over? No. The main and the longest part of revolution is... Bug, would you get your hands out of my hot... Bug, get your hands out of those, please. Bug's dipping her hands into my little bowl of Red Hots here. But yeah, it's ideology that determines whether revolution will take place or not, right? And our actual revolution, well, yes, it is against capitalism. The longest part of revolution is reprogramming people. Because, exactly, Dorian, as long as there are people who still want to be capitalists or have capitalist-like ideology, in other words, individualism, revolution must proceed. So this tells us that what the revolution is actually against is not just private property, not just capitalism, because revolution must proceed when both of those things have been realized. What the actual aim of revolution is eradicating individualism and replacing it with collectivism on a society-wide scale.
What?
That hair, those eyes, the dog? Dr. Pyrrha! The swordsman has returned! This is gonna be interesting YouTube gaming content with repurposing the channel with lots of political talk now, folks.
Okay.
Get used to it.
Now where have you been? Linky, you're not a ghost, are you? Hey. That looks interesting.
Yeah, Steely Dan to a detriment to themselves.
Phew. One step at a time. What exactly happened?
Like, I think what ends up happening is people, like, they like,
So
almost
when you
take
and
it too
Princess
far.
Zelda go beneath Hyrule
talk after this.
Castle. You discover a mysterious mummy, which suddenly reanimates. Then Zelda falls into a fissure and vanishes. That must have been when the castle rose and the ruins fell. Then, later, you wake up on a sky island, saved by the arm that was stuck to the mummy. You get the Pura Pad from an unusual creature, and learn that your new arm belonged to someone named Rauru. The Master Sword disappears. You hear the princess's voice, and find your way here.
Then,
What?
are you saying you came from up there? NTC, good morning, fellow campist. This Rauru you met, I think that's what the first king of Hyrule was named. Are they one and the same? So much of this doesn't make sense yet. But I'm certain that mummy you found under the castle must be related to the upheaval. The castle rising up, the ruins falling down from the sky, the mummy must be connected to it somehow.
Ah.
And then there's the most important detail of her. I'm sure you've heard the princess speak to you, and she gave you a clear message to find her. If that truly was the princess, then that means she's alive. Maybe she's trapped beneath the castle and needs help. That settles it. I know you only returned just now, but I need you to meet with the search party up by Hyrule Castle. They've been tirelessly searching for you two. The captain in charge of the search is named Haz. Work with him to find the princess as quickly as you can. I know that mummy may still be lurking around there somewhere, which is concerning to say the least, but we have more immediate problems to deal with right now. I'm counting on you, Linky. Cracks the society dwellers, yeah. The taking it too far is how I began my journey here. I was letting go of individualism, but clinging to too much individualism that landed me in leftcom territory immediately. Yep. I think, you know, that's why I sometimes am critical of like someone like JT, and when people are saying, well, he's just doing entryism. Right? Because the default is to go to leftcom. I mean, you see it. Everybody says it, like from Bernie Sanders to everybody else, like upholds this weird, like pro-American, like, you know, leftcom type stuff. You really gotta, like, you gotta have a focus and a mention of settler colonialism. Juche, this community could be that meme. Juche Gang at 100% power and it's all just us versus us. Juche Gang at 99% power and it's just hash kush. Yeah, and like, what we don't need entryism. We need entry-level education, but entry-level education without talking about fucking settler colonialism is useless. Hey, Lennon. Welcome, comrade. It's hard to believe these ruins just fell from the sky. I mean, they're from the Age of Legends, and now they're here. It's all so strange, huh? Yeah, it sure is. But it's also a great opportunity. All of us at the Zone A survey team could count ourselves lucky. If we weren't for the upheaval, this never would have happened. Not that anyone knows what the upheaval even is. Well, Pura is investigating the upheaval. She's certain it'll provide clues about Princess Zelda. But progress isn't great, I've heard. Is the princess alright, wherever she is? These ruins right here are exceptional, but really, who cares about that at a time like this? Yeah, Hashkush really is a fucking... the staunchest supporter of Juche Gang. I could not keep streaming without Hashkush. Hashkush is definitely getting sent a patch. Let's just say that. These ruins right here are exceptional, but really, who cares about that at a time like this? Hashkush was pretty much like my first thought for sending one. I would have had to stop streaming if not for certain member support, Hashkush being one of them. Oh, this guy can produce more stuff for me. I'm sure people in chat know who else I mean. I don't want to mention anyone who doesn't want to be mentioned. That's not to, of course, diminish everybody else being here viewing. You all being here viewing and pushing me in the algorithm is absolutely vital and important as well. So don't get me wrong. It's just, again, part of this as well as I would not even be able to keep going if I did not have financial support. Steely Dan, yeah. My mom had that stupid poem on a wall as a kid. Oh. You scared me. What are you doing at such an hour? The Hyrule Castle Chasm is nearby and dangerous, you know. For all I know, this shrine could be dangerous too. I'd say most things are dangerous. These days, what with the upheaval, watch your back. Chasm? More like chasms, you know? The creepy openings in the ground. Ever since the upheaval, they're all over. In this area, they're beneath Hyrule Castle and to the south of Lookout Landing. I heard that members from the research team went rooting around in some and ended up in a bad way. It's best to steer clear. I'm glad I'm researching shrines and not chasms. Interesting. Worst case Ontario. Worst case Ontario is that Ontario measles cases hit 600. Damn. Damn. Yeah, well, you know, that's what happens when you undermine your fucking healthcare system because the USSR doesn't exist anymore to provide that threat of example of actual universal healthcare. You might have to. If I ever make it out there again, I would. I have been there before. Is this because it's night? Does this open during the day, or do I climb over this? We're climbing over, aren't we? Can I make this? Is the question. Can we make this? I might be able to get around it. Wait a sec, I can just walk around it. Hey, this area's off limit while we conduct our search for Princess Zelda and Link. You can't just come wandering in here like that. Link! Is that you? I'm sorry, I had no idea that you'd return. Wait, if you're back, then does that mean we don't need a search party anymore? Huh? You should go talk to the Captain Hawes. He's leading search efforts here from the first gatehouse up ahead. You'll find it at the very end of this road. Like I said, Larry, just say the word when you're here and we'll go eat. Sure, yeah, absolutely. I just like to say, I gotta get caught up because ever since I took over certain other bills, it's been a struggle. And then getting banned from Twitch, I went from like getting to near partner status to now it's hard to grow, and we're relying on like hash and a couple select. Everybody's contributions are appreciated, but relying on almost a select few to help us get through weather the storm right now. Whoa? I'm not allowed in there. Ah. This area is restricted to only those who were involved in the search for Princess Zelda. Okay, I gotta go talk to the captain first. Thank you, Julia. It's not easy building a Marxist-Leninist community. If you want easy, you build a liberal community. You spend all your time talking about how bad Orange Man is and nothing else. The Chuds. Chud watch. All you do is Chud watch. I don't know. I don't know about Twitter. Oh. Did you come up here to help me look for Princess Zelda too? Yeah, me and a few others had the same idea. We all owe a great deal to the princess. We were hoping to help anyway, but the captain is way up on top of the gatehouse there. Doesn't look like he's coming down anytime soon. We just showed up without being asked, so best to stay out of the way until we can help somehow. I saw that. I saw the giant Pikachu costume at the Erdogan protest. Captain Hawes is on the edge. I mean, I just know what it's like talking with people on Twitter, and I just don't even know if I want to deal with that. Here's Hawes. Sorry, I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Link, is that you? You're alive and all in one piece, it looks like. Does that mean Princess Zelda is safe too? What a relief. Hang on, you're alone. But you heard the princess calling out to you, and you're here to help with the search. I see, or maybe I don't. I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda.
Oh.
I'm relieved to see you come up here and help us out, though. We needed some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been a bit in the dead water.
Oh.
Bit dead in the water, sorry. Captain, it's Princess Zelda! Princess Zelda, she's safe. Yeah, I got way more reactionary trolls on fucking Twitch, like saying racist shit and stuff, but wait, what? You saw that too, Link. You saw Princess Zelda turn into light and fly off, right? How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why would she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Pura know about this as soon as possible. Considering what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw, but it will take a bit. Please, you must tell Pura about what happened here as soon as possible. Alright, guess we're going back down. I want to go to the top, though, and just see the end. Oh! I guess I don't have the paraglider like I thought I did. Whoops. Whoops. Oh god, people are DMing me for DPRK resources? What kind of DPRK resources, Julia? I know about Juche quite a bit. I know about, like, the Juche philosophy itself. Quite a lot. Oh. Email me one Juche, please. Strimmer. Is there any good resources on the topic of Juche? Those around me are pretty American-brained on the topic, and I'm trying to explain it to them on why North Korea is misunderstood. I mean, yeah, the thing though with those people who are like, give me some reasons to understand Juche because all I can find is American resources. The best thing is like, you know, maybe the best thing to do is to read Juche, you know, for yourself. Well, your name is Juche Julia, and you've been based posting lately, Julia. I find it funny that I find it funny that the game prompts Link to talk to people. Instead, it should be Link look in their direction while they do all the talking. Yeah, Link awkwardly look. We need an awkwardly look command for Link. Absolutely. I just wanted to see down this hole. That's a hole. That is a hole right there. And then the castle is way up there, huh? Huh. Imagine if it was not like all this. Yeah, you got my YouTube channel. I do the Juche lessons on there too. Just link them my Juche lessons channel, Julia. Or link them to Kim Jong-il's on Juche philosophy. That's on my reading list. That's a good one too. And just be like, I mean, read Juche for yourself is the best way for anyone. Especially people who are like, where can I find out more about Juche that's not from an American source? Well, anything you're reading online is just gonna give you like some summary. Why not just read like on the Juche idea? That's what I would suggest to them if I were you. Like, just try reading the Juche idea and take it from there. Change your name to I don't know. Okay, I guess we gotta go back down to the... We gotta go back down and talk to Pura again now. I have no glider yet. I really want my glider. Maybe we can get that glider first. Oh yeah, so this is like I was saying, I might have trailed off earlier when I was saying it, but I am gonna I'm gonna start uploading to the gaming YouTube channel again. So the video of this part me playing here is gonna be uploaded to the Leaping Larry gaming channel. And we're sort of rebranding the channel to being gaming and also chatting with the comrades about various topics. Probably lots of politics, as you're hearing. Gamer era. When I first started streaming to Twitch, because I already was doing politics on YouTube, my thought was, you know what? I'm gonna game stream on Twitch, and then upload my game streams there. And that's what I was doing, and I even have the Leaping Larry YouTube. And that's what it all was. Was like, game videos. And I didn't even really talk politics because I didn't have anyone watch me on stream. I was like getting, 1 or 2 views, maybe max. So, it's mostly just me like self-ranting. But then I got a bunch of followers from doing a politics like special appearance on Subversive, and then I started doing the politics streaming. So now I'm gonna try and do both. I'm ashamed. I've been on watch duty here the whole time and I didn't see you at all. Really gotta get serious about my training. Captain Hawes is going to be returning to his original duties with the monster control crew. I'm on guard duty here, making sure no thieves sneak into the castle and try to steal any treasures there. You can count on me to keep the castle safe, Link. Okay, we'll do this shrine after. I would just want to go back and talk to Pura first. I really want my glider. And I want to figure out how the hell I actually, how I reveal the map. What's this guy? Ah! Whoa, 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 darn it all. President Hudson, are you okay? Oh no, what have I done? Alright. I'm sorry, President Hudson. I won't let you fall over again. That was unforgivable. It's all your fault, startling me like that. Yes, I know it's just a good sign. But I have great respect for President Hudson, so I pin the blame on you. Honestly though, sometimes people are like, well, I'm not watching that with videos. Well, I mean, then what do you want? That's why I say, you can link them the YouTube playlist, the Juche lessons, and then link them the Juche read. Tell them to read on the Juche philosophy. And if they don't like either of those, then what do? Tell them to go fuck themselves or block them. Yes, I know it's just a sign, but I have great respect for President Hudson, so I pin blame on you. Unforgivable. President Hudson? You haven't heard about Mr. Hudson? He's the president of our construction company. He's the one appointed by the princess herself. She placed him in charge of putting those material caches everywhere, and now he's shouldering Hyrule's restoration. Of course, he is also the founder of Hudson Construction, and besides all that... Sorry, what's all this? Hey, I'm right in the middle of President Hudson's epic tale of heroism. Well, fine. What was I doing before? I don't want the others getting jealous, so I haven't spread the word around, but President Hudson gave me an extra special mission. And that's to put up these signs all over the place, to let everyone know that Hudson Construction is a big deal. These aren't your ordinary signs, as you can clearly see. These portray Mr. Hudson himself in detail. Noble, glorious detail. It's unforgivable for one to fall over. And so, I've pledged to support him. Don't worry, Mr. Hudson, I'm here to support you. But I can't stand here forever. I've got so many more signs to spread around. I don't know what to do. I'll leave you to it. So, I'm guessing that we can help out here by making this supported. Yeah, exactly, Julia. Which is why I say you can give them those resources, but if they respond with like that type of thing, then you know what can you say? Nothing. Okay, it's too tall like that, so this one won't work. Is there like a big fucking rock or something we can use? I'll have to like, we'll make a, oh look, wait, maybe I can do something with this. Put it on like an angle. And then I'll tell him to let go of it. There.
Ah.
Let go. There we go. He's not falling. There, President standing. That was brilliant. I would have never thought of it. All right, let's get him secured while he's still standing. Perfect. You can lead a trot to Juche, but you can't make him think. Oh, I wanted to keep that up. There. That's a beautiful one. Good one, Dan. Good one. Frequent Dan banger. Here we go. Okay, so I built that, and he gave me 20 bucks. Cool. For moving. Oh, and food. And a ticket for pony points. There we go. He just gave me a bunch of shit for doing that. That's worth it. Alright, let's go back and talk to Pura. I really want my glider. Surely the glider is in this game. I'm guessing those things are how we uncover the map. That thing wants pose. There you go, Bob. You got it out. Link, well, did you find anything?
Huh?
You're telling me Princess Zelda was at the castle, and then she transformed into light and flew off. I've gotta say, your stories are always wild. But if you're telling me that's what you saw, then I've gotta believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since a princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our efforts and dig into the upheaval. For now, at least. I've already got a few regions in mind to start exploring. I bet we'll pick up clues about where she flew off to as we look around. Oh yeah, you've still got a Puro pad, right? Can I see it for a sec? It's a little worse for wear, but it seems to be functioning fine. Map. Alright. I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule. We need to add map data from right around Lookout Landing. And for that, we need our Skyview Tower. Joshua, what's the status of the Skyview Tower right now? Let me see. Outwardly, the structure looks to be complete. Oh, but the travel point is still undergoing final adjustments. The travel point needs tweaking. Sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Linky. I'll fix it up quick, so just hang tight. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. The emergency shelter is just the spot for you. It has free beds and a kitchen, so it's well stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. If you want more info, talk to the soldier who's watching over everything from the center, right where the emergency shelter entrance is. You need clothing for your travels? You should go to Mub's shop. I'll be over by Skyview Tower, so when you're ready, head out. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Alright, Joshua. Let's work on our final preparations for the tower. I'll handle the travel point. Joshua, you're in charge of the switch. Okay, Doc. You can count on me. Here we go. You want me to go here and talk to him for a sec? We could cook up a meal or two. Oh. My name is Scorpus. I have been in charge with managing Lookout Landing. If you have any questions about the place, any at all, come to me and I will answer them. Now please, allow me to open up the emergency shelter.
You!
Hey, it's me. Open up. This underground vault used to be an emergency shelter for the royal family. Now we're making constant use of it. Feel free to make yourself at home in our vault. Use any equipment you want. Beautiful. Free equipment. Does Kick allow co-streaming to other platforms? Maybe sending your stream to YouTube Live, Twitter Live, or TikTok will increase viewers. Probably more likely haters, but you might catch some people interested in learning. Maybe. Okay, here. Oh no, I didn't mean to eat that. I want to hold my mushroom. We're gonna make a mushroom... salted apple mushroom thing. I imagine you could disable chat for YouTube. Don't make us call the horny police, chat. Here's a nut. What does this do? Oh, add a nutty seasoning. Let's see how much this restores. There's like a medley of things. Energizing salt grilled greens. might as well make a hot meal just in case. We have to go somewhere cold. Oh yeah, a direct happened today? Was there anything good? There. Now I've got some foods. What's this? Stamina. Let's do one of these too. There, energizing fruit and mushroom mix. Oh, and I got this too. Wait, I can... Oh, these both do stamina. What happens when I cook this up? Wow. Stamina, baby. What is this? Health. Cook up a big one here. 3 hearts. Wow, these don't restore a lot, do they? And that'll be all I cook for now. There. That's pretty much all the ingredients I got. This guy's marking holes. And then there is a shrine here too. Yeah, right here. Okay, cool. Well, we don't need to sleep. We might as well go see her now. Oops. See, I play Nintendo, or I play Xbox or computer, and then I get all screwed up on Nintendo buttons every time. And vice versa. Now when I go back to Xbox, I'll be pressing B when I want to press A. I put this here and then that goes there. No, that's not quite it. That should do it. Hey Link, you all set? I just wrapped up here myself. The travel point is working fine now. Or it will be once you do your part.
Hey!
We're ready, Joshua. Pull the switch.
Hey!
Interesting design. Whoa! Ah, there's the towers. Instead of ancient towers, it's this. Nope, this is just the original. This is Tears of the Kingdom. Though not Breath.
Oh!
All of the Skyview towers have now been activated.
Yeah!
Okay, Link, your turn. Go hold the Puripred over that terminal. Ah, we're getting new software. The fuck? Okay. Alright, Skyview Tower is now active on your map. That means you can now use this travel point to get here at any time instantly. The same is true for every Skyview Tower you add to the Puripad. Impressive, right?
Ah.
But Skyview Towers are about more than just traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. The Puripad works with the Skyview Tower and scans the topography directly through the map. Pretty great, Only thing is, you need a paraglider when you're scan. Takes a lot of skill, and nobody here has what it takes. To be honest, that's why we haven't tested this out yet. We needed you. Which brings us to this. There it is. Paraglider, finally. Fucking make me wait forever for it. Right, it's showtime. Let's start with the test scan. Now it's time for our very first test launch. I mean, our first test. Just step over there, into the circle, and find me afterwards, alright? I'll be observing from the research lab.
Yeah.
When the test scan is over, we'll have a final briefing on the search for Princess Zelda. And I'll also need to update your map with the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck. Alright, here we go. Holy. Surface map updated. Look at that. Now we got a map. Pretty amazing. Wait, I'm just trying to look for... There we go. Okay. All things announced. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD. Patapon 1 and 2 Replay, Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar, Metroid 4 Prime, I want that one, Tamagotchi Plaza, Rhythm Heaven Groove, Tamagotchi Life, Living the Dream. Well, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 and Metroid Prime are about the most interesting things there for me. Alright, we updated the sky and the ground map. And now we're falling back to Earth, I guess. Look at that hole. That's a hole, baby. Whee! Welcome back. That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. So, how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? Good. That map is crucial to our search. There are Skyview towers in every region of the world. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all. Oh, God. See, the problem with me, Assassin's Creed does this too. The last Zelda Breath of the Wild did this. Whenever a game, I don't know how many of you relate to this, but whenever a game has like towers that uncover the map and stuff, I have the hardest time getting anything else done before I go around and visit all of the towers and like uncover the whole map. It's like I get this block and I don't want to do much of anything else until I get that done. That might be a problem here, just saying. There are Skyview towers in every region. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all. Right, let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just the castle. Reports of other strange phenomena have been coming in from all over Hyrule. Let's take a look at your map. The first report comes from Hebra in the northwest. Next up is Eldon in the northeast. The Gerudo are reporting trouble in the southwest. And finally, there's Lanru to the east. The strange phenomena are connected in these four regions. I can't say for certain, but I've got the nagging suspicion that we might find out more about Princess Zelda by looking into these phenomena. Hey Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra recently. That is pretty weird, yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay, but that does sound like something worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link, we've asked the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more about the goings-on in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to Rito Village. You go there and speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help you out in some way too. I'll be here, directing a variety of investigations into the upheavals, many chasms, and new ruins. I'll also be looking into the different villages. Someone, somewhere, might know what's happened to the princess.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you to check out the major phenomena that are troubling the region around Hyrule, Link. We'll find Princess Zelda, one way or another. The Switch 2 will have the ability to share virtual game with friends. They said you can download a download-only game onto a cartridge thing and give it to someone to use for up to 2 weeks? What? You can't play it until you take it back. That's interesting and weird. Okay, so we learned more about the upheaval. I kind of want to see what this is. She's telling me to go over here and check this out. And then in every one of these blue squares, there's going to be a tower for us to go to. Okay, hold on now. I kind of want to go back up just for 1 sec. I just want to see something. Look, see, I can see a couple of them right now already. Oh, and look, there's like something here too. Hold on. I want to glide because can I use my, yes I can. I want to mark that on my map. Look, there's another like weird hieroglyph thing there. Okay, see if I can find, I want to just mark a few of these towers. See if I can see more. Got that one. The landscape is like bigger than it looks, kinda. It's hard to explain. There's gotta be another one over here somewhere. There it is.
What, Mr. Lady?
See it. Oh shit, Dave Leggin.
Shit clings to the air, Randy. Shit clings to the air? It's already started, my dear good friend.
What started, Mr. Lady?
I will need a horse,
The
probably,
shit
yes.
blizzard.
There's another one. Oh no, oh no. Those were terrible pings. Welcome in, Dave. Dave Leggin and the Foot Clan. Good to see y'all. We're just doing a little bit of Zelda while we were waiting for people to come in. And then we're about to get started on the news. Oh shit, I just realized something. Good thing I made a potion. Good thing I made a potion. Okay. I do get a potion for this, so it's all good. Welcome in, crew. There we go. There we go. Okay, how close am I to the ground? I can't place any more pins? Okay, that sucks. That one's like close. Well, let's go for this one. We're gonna head over here. Oh shit. Ah, that made me clench my butt. That made me clench my butt. That was a butt clencher. I actually kind of hurt myself doing that. Okay, let's try that again. This time I want to just go for that close one. I'm gonna see if I can make my way over to that one that was real close. I do want to mark that one glyph though. Okay, there's the close one right there. Okay, I'm gonna mark this glyph this time. I just want that marked. And then this tower. The next one we'll go to. It is really high, Dave. And I know about getting high. I feel like I could get there too. There, I got 2 more pins left over. There's like a floating island going by. Yeah. We're heading for the hole though. Higher than a Chinese spy balloon. Yeah, I found out I did find out about it in the beginning, like, yeah, the map is massive, right? What is this, though? Look at this. What's above me? Hey, Street Cat, welcome in. That's the island I started at, up there. Okay, let me see what this guy says. Whoa. Hey, buddy, what's the big deal? You can't just walk up behind someone who's standing on the edge of a chasm. For one thing, a nasty accident like that would surely halt the research here. Chasm investigation is super important right now for the Zonai survey team. If even one researcher had to stop, Joshua, who's hard at work on city plans over at Lookout Landing, would cry. Not okay. Chasm investigation? You know, the giant holes that showed up after the upheaval. There are lots of them, just like this one, all over the world. You can't see the bottom. They're so deep. So filled with mystery. We must continue our research for the sake of dear Joshua. We know who Joshua is. Don't startle me again. I'm deep in my investigation work at the moment. Everybody go follow Dave if you're not already, by the way. We're about to start the politics. I just want to see... We gotta see what this is. Oh, it's dark. It's really dark. Wait, there's something right there. What's this? Hey, this is right under that shrine. Isn't it? Wait a second. Yeah, you got 3 maps now. Surface, depths, and sky. I think this is where that... Okay, hold on. What is... This is... Whoa. Oh, now it's a war point. Like the tower. The light route dispelled the darkness and brightened the surrounding area. So, great. Now I got the same tower situation, only underground. Oh, wow. What the fuck? Okay, maybe we'll just go to this one too. We'll do 2 of these right quick. And then cause I just want to check something. This one doesn't look too far away. I'm sure I can make it there, right? It's fucking dark in here though, isn't it? Wow, yeah, it gets, once we get out of the light, it starts getting real dark real fast. Okay, I got those flower things, I think. Yeah, one of these. Holy shit. I am like within spitting distance of this other. Oh shit. Kill their heads. Oh, things down here are dropping zonite too. Okay, now it's getting dark again. Wow, it is like really dark. I almost ran into that tree. Oh, don't I have a bow? Yeah, I do. Get out one of the weaker bows. And then I should be able to go like this, right? There. Help me see where I'm going. This is weird. Oh, I hear something. Where's my halberd? Oh, did I break that? Okay, I got a traveler spear. You want some of this? Not bad. Guy just dropped a bunch of zonai. Not that. Whoa! I got something else dive bombing me now. Get out of here. There's something else attacking me? Oh, there is right here. Shut up. Okay. Now, if I had some way of... I just want to light up this area right quick. If I had some way of, like... If I had a rock or something, I could break this stuff here. Oh, here we go. That's exactly what I need, is this. Rock hammer. This might be able to do it. This stuff we can use. I'm gonna get all this. That's all. This will come in great. This will come in great handy later, so that we can make ourselves hover bikes. There. Okay. Yeah, we ran into one of those machines where you get the stuff in. The vending machine like thing. Gonna throw another one of these out there. Alright, I'm pretty close. Now, here's what I want to see. It felt like the last one was right underneath that shrine. So, is that another one I see from here? Thought I could see one in the distance. No. So now this will light up more of the area. And if I'm right above this, I think, will be another shrine. I think that's where the roots are coming from, is the shrines above. That other one seemed like it was right underneath it. Is that the case for every single one? There we go. Oh wow, this is gonna be something to uncover all of this, isn't it? Look. Look at how big the map is. I've uncovered this. I've uncovered this tiny little bit of the underground. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, okay, I did want to see one thing. So here's the theory. If I put a pin here, not a stamp, let's put a pin here. And then when I go above, is there a shrine above me now? That's what I want to answer right here. And then below here. This underground area is fucking wild. Like, what is going on? There's another one there. The underground is gonna be bad for me because I'm just gonna want to go from like, I'm gonna want to go from root to root until I just uncover the whole underground. I'm gonna have to force myself not to do that or something. I'll switch it back and forth. But yeah, because see, there's another one right there, and it's like the compulsion to go to it is very hard to resist. I see another one right there too. Korean pickles, yum. Okay, I'm just gonna, this one looks like it's very close. This will allow me to double confirm it. If there's a shrine above this one too, then I'm gonna say every single one of these is underneath a shrine. What are these big trees? Down here is weird as fuck. I'm guessing I don't want to walk in this red shit too much. Okay, we're close. Very close. Oh. Okay, so then I'm gonna do this one and then we'll mark it above and see if there's 2 shrines. And then we'll start the news. There we go, another little section. Doing that, though, will make it easier to see down here, though. That's the benefit. Look, see, now I see another one right there. So fucking cool. Holy shit. Oh, they're like fiddleheads. There's like a statue right here. What's this? Poe! What the fuck? This place is creepy. What the fuck is that? Big boy. That's your big frog. That's your giant frog. The fuck? I'm guessing I'm not at all equipped to fight whatever the fuck that thing is. Alright, let's go to the surface. Oh yeah, before I forget, Where's the one I just found? This one. So I want to mark another pin there. Okay. Now let's go back to the surface. Which, I guess, right here is the easiest way. Let's see if there's a shrine on those pins. If there is, then that will both help us find shrines and those light things underground. Because think about it, then I can just those things, I was spotting them everywhere. Those light roots underground. If they can help me find shrines up here, then that's fucking cool. So let's see. It's the shrine that I'm looking for. It's that purple pin I'm going for. Purple pin should be in that direction. Here we go. Purple pin. Is that it? It is, look, right on that other shrine. It's right on that shrine right there. And then the first one, that's the light root that I found first, right there. I'm right. I'm right. Everyone's on a pin. Look, there's the other one. On that one. Yeah, so the underneath of those, the above ground of those light roots, or underground, underneath those shrines is those light roots. Which means I can find shrines by being underground and finding those light roots. Okay, that's fucking cool. That's cool. I'm trying to get to this little piece of land here. Zonai charge. Nice, I think. Yeah, there's lighting there. There's another one of those petroglyphs way over there. Fuck, the land is cool looking though. Yeah, there's shrines exactly where I thought they were. Alright, well, I think that's what we'll do next time we play. We'll continue looking for shrines. I confirmed what I thought, that underneath the ground, underneath all of these things, that's how we can find the shrines in this game. Wow, what a map. And then we have the sky map, too. This is gonna take us a long time to beat. Well, thank you for joining me for this, our first episode back on YouTube. If you're not already following me on Kick, come join me on Kick. I stream every day. And I do politics and gaming. You're gonna love it.